Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to discuss the subject of World's First Races in Destiny 2. Having been around the Call of Duty Zombies World's First Easter egg races for more than a decade now, and 3 years of Destiny, I have observed a lot of similarities in between the two in regards on how the task is completed and what is needed to complete that task. So what is needed to complete a World's First race? A good team. Now, you might be thinking of how obvious of a point this is to make, but a good team doesn't always follow the same description for every activity. So, for example, a good team for Crucible won't have the same values as a good team for end-game PvE content. There are similarities, but the process is different. I will be going over two major points in this video to explain what is needed to compete for a world's first racing team in Destiny 2. The first generalized answer for this is puzzle solvers. People who have good observation skills. People who are intelligible. People who can read hidden messages between the lines. The biggest advantage that you can always get in these races is understanding before the opponent team does. Because once you understand, you can then start executing your plan. For example, if your team is always sniping for information off other people who are also doing the race, you are inevitably always putting yourself behind another team, relying on them to complete it before you. Now, this example can also fall into your benefit because even if the other team figures out the mechanic before you, it does not mean they will have a good enough execution to complete it before you. That brings us to our second generalized answer: execution. People who are talented at playing the game, people who follow the meta, people who have great knowledge of the game itself. Once having all of this knowledge on how to complete this task at hand, you must then have the mechanical skill to execute it. To execute your plan, you will need to know how to maneuver in a smart manner, know what is good to use, and know what is better. Good ways to practice this in the case of Destiny are usually always playing a good amount of hours on the current patch, playing endgame content, i.e., raids, dungeons, lowmans, and general practice on your aiming and movement skills. Lowmans are good to a certain extent on practicing for a world's first race because they require you to multifunction. But you won't be able to solo a boss on contest mode, nor have a written guide on every small little detail of the encounter, so don't get carried away and prepare to adapt. After all of this, all is left is coordination in between you and your teammates, and that comes with time. That brings me to the conclusion of this video. If you're still watching, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave your thoughts on the matter in the comments down below. So stay tuned if you'd like, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.